Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm following a YouTuber's nighttime routine. Recently, a few weeks ago, I did a video following a YouTuber's morning routine, and I thought, okay, I will now do a video where I follow the nighttime routine. Now, to be honest, I don't know what could be a specific YouTuber's nighttime routine because obviously every single night is completely different. Obviously, I don't actually have a specific nighttime routine because what I do one night could be different to yesterday or tomorrow's night. So obviously, I don't actually have Okay, so obviously I don't actually have a specific nighttime routine. On my phone, I've done my research and I found I think 5-6 YouTubers and their nighttime routine is literally insane. So I thought I'll follow them, see how it is, and you never know, I might actually incorporate their nighttime routine into my night because why not? Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy. If you do, smash thumbs up, subscribe down below, and without further ado, let's get started. Recently in the UK, it's actually been pretty good weather. We had 30-degree heat, 40-degree heat, which is actually pretty crazy because, to be honest, I genuinely have no idea how that happened. But right now, it's actually pretty good weather, and the first thing that I'll be doing in my nighttime routine is to actually go outside and, you know, admire the fresh air, because that is what Zoe Sugg actually does. Now, when I research her nighttime routine, she actually goes outside for at least half an hour or an hour in her backyard, and she sits there and admires the fresh air, the view, everything like that. And basically, me and Zoe, our backyard is somewhat similar because she actually has a view of a forest and so do I. So I'll show you guys my view, and then I'm about to go outside and admire the view, enjoy the fresh air, everything like that. And yeah, why not? Also, to be honest, yo, sirens again. Anyway, like I was saying, I genuinely have no idea why I'm actually wearing a hoodie because it's actually boiling. I mean, it's not that boiling, but you know what I mean. Right guys, I'm actually in the backyard admiring the view. Basically, we have the view of the forest. Oh look, there's a bird right there. But we actually have the view of the forest, and guys, that's actually pretty sick. Yo, that bird. Hang on a second. Hello, birdie. Basically, every single day I always put food out in the garden, and today I've not done that. Oh, it's flown off. Anyway, like I was saying, every single time I always put like food in the back garden, and today I've not done that, so sorry birdie. But guys, look at the daisies. Like in real life, these look blue, but on camera they look white. So that's actually pretty sick, can't lie. But yeah guys, I'm actually in the backyard and I'm actually admiring the view because inside it's actually pretty hot, but outside you can actually feel the breeze. So I'll be here for the next half an hour or so, and I'll see you guys when it's time to do the next part of my nighttime routine. Right guys, time is actually going on. It is currently about 6:30 and I'm about to do the next thing on my YouTuber's nighttime routine, and Joe Sugg actually spends his time, well this time, to actually edit his content. So this morning I actually filmed a bunch of TikToks, and now I'm gonna spend an hour and a half basically editing every single TikTok. I mean, you probably think editing TikTok might take 5-10 minutes, but for me it will take me like an hour and a half because I have so many, and also I make it like stand out, add text, everything like that. And also I actually cut out every single breath. I mean, not gonna lie guys, it is pretty annoying, but it makes it more professional. So I'll show you guys how many TikToks I've actually got to edit, and hopefully it won't take me that long because each file is actually like a 10-second video or a 20-second video. The longest file that I have is actually 1 minute and 30-second video, which is actually pretty crazy. But hopefully it won't take that long, but who knows. So I've already started to edit one of my TikTok videos, and I also have some on the side here. So I basically have 1, 2, 3, and then obviously I have 2 from Eid, so that's like an Eid vlog and the Eid Get Ready With Me. But this is how I actually edit my TikTok. So I basically cut out every single breath. I mean, it is pretty annoying, but it makes the video more professional. And now I am about to add zoom in, text, everything like that, so it makes the video more fun. And hopefully these 5 videos, hopefully they'll be done in the next half an hour or so. Right guys, I've actually edited 4 videos out of the 5 videos I got to do, and the time right now is actually 7 PM. So for me to do those 4 videos, it's taken me about 20 minutes, which, don't lie guys, it's actually pretty decent because I'm such a fast editor and I get things done quickly. But I want the video to be more professional, everything like that. The last video, I feel like that'll take me a lot longer because it's a big file. So I feel like that'll take me a lot longer. I have no idea. But I am about to edit the last one, and then by the time I've done that, I just checked my phone, and what I'm about to do next is actually pretty not thought that I'll be doing because normally I'll do it in the morning, but today I'm doing it at night. Guys, I'm actually stood by the window because my room right now is actually pretty boiling. I mean, I have the fan on, everything like that, but standing by the window and getting the natural wind, it actually makes me feel a lot cooler. I have no idea. Anyway, it's time for the next thing, and I am about to follow Jenna Izaric and what she does before dinner. So before dinner, because obviously she's a YouTuber and she spends the entire day filming at home, in her bedroom, in her office. For dinner, she actually makes sure that her office, bedroom, house is completely tidy. And right now, my bedroom is literally not in the good state because I have clothes everywhere, you know, plates everywhere, bottles everywhere, everything like that. So I think I'll show you guys, but I feel like it's not that messy. Basically, even though I'm a YouTuber and I spend the entire day filming, obviously my videos, they're more like, you know, videos where I leave the house, move around the house, everything like that, so I don't make that much mess. But right now, my bedroom is actually a mess, but I'll show you guys what I mean, and hopefully you guys won't judge me because I feel like for me, it's not messy, but you guys might think it's actually messy. So on that drawer, we have like water bottles and a plate, and then on that windowsill, we actually have makeup products, and then on this side, we got a bag that basically needs to be moved, so I'll put that somewhere. Bed sheets, trolley, everything like that. I feel like this side of the room is actually pretty bad compared to this side of the room because this side is actually okay apart from the drawers, which I would sort out. But I feel like I need to sort all this out and make the whole room look tidy again because right now it's actually giving me bad, and I mean bad OCD. The thing that I'll be doing is actually putting the bedsheet cover inside the bed. Basically my bed is actually one of those beds where you can pull the mattress up and then under the bed you can put like anything like, you know, big items, small items, and it'll make the room look less, you know, messy. So basically I actually have a pretty good bed because you can basically put anything in it and it's actually a pretty good like storage unit. So I'm about to put the bedsheet covers inside the bed, and to be honest guys, my bed, it actually weighs a ton, and today's weather, even though it's not that, you know, sunny, but it's like mucky, humid weather, and here doing this, I am about to break sweat, so hopefully I don't. Got the bedsheet covers, and it's time to lift the bed once I actually find the pulley thing. Found it. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, yo! Wow. Down. Guys, in there we actually have a lot of stuff, and whoa. That made me tired. Guys, I am genuinely, and I mean genuinely, so tired. Honestly, I'm actually breaking into sweat on camera. I don't think it's showing, but I'm actually breaking into sweat. Anyway, the room is now tidy. All that is left is to take the water bottles and the plate downstairs when I go. But overall, my room is actually spotless, and that took me, I would say, about 10-15 minutes. Anyway, the next stage of my night routine is dinner. Now, for dinner, I was doing research, and I basically found that YouTubers have like different dinners. So there is some YouTubers that actually have a healthy dinner, so they have salmon, broccoli, rice, sweet corn, carrots, everything like that. There's also YouTubers that actually order food in, and there are some YouTubers that actually make a 3-course meal. Now, I was going to make a 3-course meal, and I realized that we basically don't have ingredients in the house, and I wish I filmed this video on a day where we have ingredients in the house, and also the weather is actually pretty humid weather. So being in the kitchen like at this time and cooking a 3-course meal might not be a pretty good idea. I was debating to cook like a healthy meal, and I realized that we have no like healthy ingredients and don't have the car at home. So basically 2 ideas out of the window. So the final option is to actually order food in. Now, to be honest, I genuinely have no idea what sort of food YouTubers actually order in. Hopefully it'll be from a restaurant that I basically not tried before, but to be honest, I'm actually not that hungry because I actually had a pretty big lunch. Anyway, I'm about to research and see what sort of food YouTubers actually order in, and hopefully it will be from a restaurant that I basically not tried before, but who knows? Right guys, time has actually gone on. It is currently 8:15 and it is now time for my dinner. I've done my research and I've actually found out that Joel from Dad Vegan Girls actually has a steak on Saturday night, which is what I find pretty crazy because today is actually a Saturday. So it turns out for my dinner, I'm actually having a steak. My wife, my mom, my sister and my cousin, they've gone to a steak restaurant and I told them to bring back a steak. Now, to be honest, I genuinely have no idea what type of steak they might bring back. Not gonna lie guys, guys, I much prefer chicken steak over beef steak because with beef it can get pretty messy, but chicken steak, the best thing ever. Basically, I actually love like outside steak because it's so much better than homemade. I genuinely have no idea what it is because outside steak, they actually have like better mash, better vegetables, better carrots, everything like that. And the homemade version, even though it does taste nice, but it tastes nothing like the outside version. Even though recently, one of my cousins actually made like a Nando's homemade steak and that was nice. But outside steak, I much prefer it to homemade steak because they use better seasoning or something like that. I have no idea. But yeah, they're big about steak, and then I'll show you guys what it is. Actually, I'm not that hungry because I did actually have a big lunch. Anyways, on the way back, and I'll show you guys my steak dinner when they brought it. Hopefully it will still be warm. I mean, to be honest, I have no idea if it is. I have no idea, but hopefully it will still be warm. Right guys, I've had my dinner and I am genuinely so full, but I have room for my dessert because once again I've done my research and I've actually found out that Sarah from Dad Be a Girl actually loves to have a chocolate cake as part of her nighttime routine. Now to be honest, I don't know if this actually counts, but downstairs we actually have a chocolate cake, but it's the viral Easter egg crunch cake. A few months ago that was genuinely the most viral dessert, literally everybody was getting it and it is so nice, but like very chocolatey, so you can't have it all in one go because last time that I got it, it took me at least 4 or 5 days to actually finish it off because it was that chocolatey. Anyway, downstairs we have it, so I feel like it does kind of count as like a chocolate cake, so I'm about to have that. Hopefully I don't feel sick because I am pretty full for my dinner, but when there is dessert I can actually have it. Right guys, it is currently 9:48 and I'm about to play a few rounds of Fortnite because that is what Facebook actually does. Towards the evening he plays a few rounds of Fortnite, even though I've not played Fortnite myself, but I thought I'd play the Mario Bros. I think it's been such a long time since I last actually played Fortnite. Back in 2017, 2018, they actually had Fortnite on the iPhone and I used to play it every single day, but they took it off and to be honest, I genuinely have no idea if it's actually back on the App Store or not. But on my laptop, I've actually downloaded the Mario Bros. Wii version because out of all the versions of Mario Bros, I actually love the Wii version because it's like in between of the Mario Nintendo and the Mario like Wii U. So the Mario Wii version is literally my favorite version. So I will play a few rounds of that and I will see you guys time for my next thing as part of like my nighttime routine. You guys were thinking how I'm actually playing Mario Bros on my laptop. So I actually have this emulator called the Dolphin emulator, and once this is downloaded I could play any games like from the Wii U on my laptop. It's like the simulator for Nintendo for the iPhone, but this is the MacBook version, and once you have this downloaded you can play any game from Nintendo Wii U, and it's actually amazing because I actually play the Mario Bros on this. Basically I connect the Nintendo Switch controllers to my laptop because with the keypad it's a lot difficult to play Mario Bros. Instead I actually connect the Nintendo Switch controllers because it's a lot easier, and with them I could possibly play a few rounds of Nintendo Mario Bros because the Wii version is honestly my favorite version. Right guys, I've now played a few rounds of Mario Bros and I'm about to follow Lily Singh's skincare routine for bedtime. Now in my morning routine, obviously I followed her skincare routine and she actually has a morning one and a night one, and I thought because obviously I followed her morning one already, I will now follow her nighttime one and see if there's like any different, anything like that. I have no idea. Basically in her morning one I actually use what I normally use, but in her nighttime one she actually uses different products. So to be honest, I have no idea what products I might actually use because most of my skincare I like for showers, so when I have a shower that's when I put it on. So to be honest, I have no idea which one I can use. It can actually be before I go to bed. So this is actually my skincare drawer, and like I was saying, most of these are actually for the shower, so when I go to the shower I can put them on and they'll come off straight away. But to be honest, I have no idea which one of these can I actually use before I actually go to bed. I feel like I could possibly use like, you know, most of this cream. Like this one, face wash. This one, face wash. This one, face scrub. This one, hydrant. Okay, So possibly I could use the face wash one and just apply it to my face and then wash my face afterwards. I actually remembered at my old house we actually had a section of like face masks in the bathroom. Now because we're at the new house, I don't think we actually have that over here, or we not brought it over, I have no idea. But I feel like I might actually use this. I feel like this actually might be something that you go to the bathroom, apply this, wash your face straight away. So I'm about to use this and hopefully it will make my face look a lot fresh. Okay, so I've actually squeezed it out and it looks like a liquid consistency. So I'm about to go to the bathroom and use this and hopefully it will make my face like a lot fresh. But I thought it would be like a, you know, like a gray, like liquidy type of thing, but it's actually clear. Oh, that is boiling hot water. Right guys, I've actually applied the face scrub. My skin on camera, to be honest, I genuinely have no idea if it shows that my skin like being soft or something like that. I have no idea, but right now guys, my skin, it feels so soft. So I'll definitely use that every single day because my skin, it feels so soft. Anyway, before I go to bed, I'm actually going to apply the eye cream because it's also part of like her skincare routine. So I want to apply this. Basically, this is the first time I'm actually applying this at night time. Normally I'll apply it in the morning time, but during the night hopefully it might make my eyes look a lot healthier. I have no idea, but right now they're not that healthy. It is time for the final part of the nighttime routine, and that is to watch Ollie White's favorite movie, which is Toy Story. Now to be honest, I can't complain because Disney is actually my favorite, like, you know, network to actually watch movies on because I am literally a Disney adult. I was a Disney child, Disney teenager, and now I'm actually a Disney adult, which is actually pretty crazy. Anyway, growing up, Toy Story is actually one of his favorite movies, and I think now he's like 31, 32. Anyway, his favorite movie is actually Toy Story, and because Toy Story 5 comes out in 19 days, which is actually pretty crazy, I've watched number 1, I've watched number 2, so I'm about to watch number 3, and I feel like out of all of them, Toy Story 4 is actually my favorite because it's a lot different. But I'm actually pretty excited for Toy Story 5 because it involves an iPad, and you know, kids these days use iPads, so I'm about to watch Toy Story 4. No, I'm about to watch Toy Story 3 and I'll get back to you guys once I've actually watched it. Right guys, I've got Toy Story here. Oh look, it looks like I'm actually midway watching it, so I'm about to watch it from here because I recently watched it. Wait. So like I was saying, I was actually midway watching it like a few days ago, so I feel like I might watch it from here or start from the beginning, I have no idea. But this is Toy Story 3 and now they're at the daycare. It actually upset me when Andy grew up because I thought he'd be there for like Toy Story 3, 4, but you know, kids these days, they grow up and the toys have to move on. But by the way, Toy Story 4 is still my favorite movie, so I'm about to watch this and then I'll get back to you guys once I've actually watched it. Right guys, I've just finished off watching Toy Story. The current time right now is actually 11:30. Basically, this includes me following YouTubers' nighttime routine. Now to be honest, it was a lot easier than following their morning routine because, you know, I didn't do anything that extreme. In the morning routine, I remembered I actually had an ice shower, and guys, that was genuinely pretty crazy because on that day, it was actually freezing itself. So the fact that I basically had a ice cold shower on a cold day, I wish I did this video this time around because the weather, an ice cold shower will be perfect because the weather is actually pretty hot. But the fact that I basically had a ice cold shower on a cold day is something that I'll never forget. But as for the nighttime routine guys, it was actually pretty interesting, and like I was saying, it's like nothing too complex. So overall, I've actually had a pretty interesting evening. Let me down below on which part of the nighttime routine is your favorite, which YouTuber actually has the best, and I mean the best nighttime routine. Let me know. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the thumbs up, subscribe down below. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to follow like any YouTubers lifestyle, their day, anything like that. Let me know, and I'll see you all for a brand new video very soon. Peace.